Hello friends! I hope everyone's having a good day. In my last video, does anyone remember we talked about light and shadows? And I said light usually travels in a straight line, and that's why we can make shadows when we block the straight line of light. But there's something else we can do with light if we want to play with light. We can actually bend light, so it's not traveling in a straight line anymore. So normally the light's coming in like this. But when we bend it, we can either bend it out or we can bend it in. And then it looks different. So one way we like to bend light is with a magnifying glass. Has anyone played with one of these? It's pretty fun. So if you have a picture or pattern or something and you take your magnifying glass and hold it up, it bends the light, and this bends the light out and spreads it out so the picture looks bigger. How does it do that? What's in the middle of here? It's a lens. So a lens is something that we use to bend light. So I use a lens to bend light so my eyes can see better. But something like a magnifying glass also uses a lens to bend light. So the lens in a magnifying glass looks like this. Kind of bulges out in the middle. We can see that. So that will act like my magnifying glass. If I hold up the picture, and it bends the light out and spreads it out so you can see it bigger. We can bend light the other way too. What if we had the opposite kind of lens? This lens curves in instead of out. Do you think this lens will make the light do the same thing? Let's see. Let's watch what the light does with this lens. Is the picture bigger? No, this time the picture's smaller. So this lens is bending the light in and making the picture smaller. So remember, we use this kind of lens that bends the light out. It curves out and it makes the light spread out and it makes it bigger to make our magnifying glass. So if you don't have a magnifying glass at home but you still want to do something like this and look at things bigger, then you can actually make one using just a few things. So if you get a piece of either thin cardboard or cardstock to start out with, then you draw a circle that's about 1 inch across. So I drew my circle here. Then cut out that circle. So fold your paper so you can cut it. Cut around your circle. If you can't do that part, get an adult to help you with. Alright, so now I have my cardboard with a hole in it. Next, we're going to take some clear tape, get a piece of clear tape, and put it across your hole. So it's hard to see, but now I have clear tape going across my hole here. And we need one more thing to make our magnifying glass. So we're going to try to make that bulging shape. And we're going to use water. Water can actually act like a lens. So I have some water in an eyedropper here. If you don't have an eyedropper, you can use a straw to put some water on here too. So I am going to drop the water onto the circle until I have about the same size water as my hole. Okay. So now it's kind of hard to see because I don't want it to spill over, but I have water and it's making that same shape. It's making this shape on top of my hole in my cardboard. If I hold this over my picture, I can look through and it acts like a magnifying glass. It's hard to see in the video here, so I'll show you what it looks like from looking down at it through your homemade magnifying glass. So that's what it looks like looking through a homemade magnifying glass. You can try this at home if you want, and then just be careful that your water doesn't spill, and you can go around looking at things through your very own homemade magnifying glass. I hope you enjoyed learning about bending light, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.